Noah and the Ark. A long time ago, there lived a man named Noah. Noah was a good and faithful man who always tried to do what was right. The world around him, however, had become filled with wickedness and evil deeds. People had forgotten to be kind to each other, and worst of all, forgotten to obey God. God saw the state of the world and decided that a fresh start was needed. But because Noah was such a good man, Noah found grace in the sight of God. God decided to save Noah, his family, and the animals from the coming flood that would cleanse the earth. God spoke to Noah, telling him to build a huge boat called an ark. This was no ordinary boat. It was to be big enough to hold Noah's family and 2 of every kind of animal on the earth, 1 male and 1 female. Noah listened carefully to God's instructions, and even though building the ark was a huge task, he followed God's instruction completely. Noah worked hard, and after many years, the ark was finally complete. Just as he finished, God gave Noah a 7-day notice. On that 7th day, the skies grew dark and rain began to fall. It wasn't just any rain. Water fell from the sky, and the ground opened up, and fountains of water spewed out. It was the beginning of a great flood that would cover the entire earth. That great flood covered the highest mountain. Noah, his family, they had gathered food and supplies, enough to last them for the entire time they would be on the ark. Just before it began to rain, God closed the door of the ark. After 40 days and 40 nights, the rain stopped, but the water covered the earth for many more months. Noah and his family took care of the animals, and they all waited patiently for the water to go down. Finally, the ark had rested on the mountains of Ararat. Noah sent out a raven to see if there was any dry land. Then he sent a dove. It came back because it couldn't find anywhere to land. The second time, the dove returned with an olive leaf in its beak, showing that the water was going down and plants were growing again. The third time, the dove didn't return, which meant it had found a place to live on dry land. At last, God told Noah that it was safe to leave the ark. Noah, his family, and all the animals left the ark and stepped onto dry land. They were grateful to be alive and promised to take care of the earth and each other. To show his promise never to flood the whole earth again, God put a rainbow in the sky. It was a sign of his covenant with Noah, his descendants, and all living creatures. Noah and his family started a new life, and the earth was filled with life once more. And so, every time we see a rainbow, we can remember the story of Noah and the ark and the promise that was made by God. It's a story of faith, obedience, and hope.